Copy. Okay, I think we're live. Fantastic. Wow, this is running slow. Okay, let's go ahead and get that link shared. And we'll be good to go. And hopefully my computer will catch up a little bit. I just had to post a, I just had to do a fresh install of my streaming software. Alright, fantastic. We are live, y'all. And that is fantastic. We're gonna let's go post this over here. Boom. Okay, y'all. We are on. Mel's supposed to be joining us today, so that's gonna be a ton of fun. Okay, so while Mel's computer gets together, sorry if the quality's crap. I'm dealing with what I can, Hey guys, what's up? Y'all forgive me, there is a little bit of a delay between me seeing your chat and me responding to it. It's just the nature of these things, but I always feel a little self-conscious about taking a minute to actually respond to people. What's up, Cyber? I'm super excited today, y'all. Once Mel's computer decides to get with the program, because everybody's shit decided to hit the fan, she's gonna jump on here and it's gonna be fantastic. I love whenever I post things in the wrong channel. It makes me feel like a real adult. Can you tell I'm dealing with like 15 different things at once? No, email. I really, no. We're not looking at email right now. We are vibing. All right. Let's see. Mel. I can probably put on some Spotify. Oh yeah, I was memeing it up with the friends. Where's my... No, let the Lord decide. Here we go. Yay! Here comes Mel. Alright, homegirl. Come on, internet. Alright, is voice coming through? Oh, please don't be muted. I cannot hear you if you're saying anything. Ah, shit. Okay, she's gonna reset her mic. And And I'm going to look back over what we planned because we actually planned for this one. We effing planned. Okay. First things first is we could probably deal with some character designs. So let's get started on that, shall we? Okay. So, am I right in thinking that everybody here is pretty familiar with the AU in some way? Or am I just completely off base? Hey, hazelnuts! What's up? You missed my, like, mental breakdown 2 seconds ago about how we totally planned this shit. It's so quiet. Yeah, no, I can't be doing quiet. That's nice. Hey, what's up? So, like, would you prefer for us to call you Lolo? I feel like I've heard that somewhere, but I don't want to call you loser because that's also mean. It is actually super cool to see you guys. Those of you from the AU Discord, please ignore the fact that I totally put that in the wrong channel. My brain is not doing a thing. I had to get up at like 6:30 this morning. After not going to bed until like 12:30, 1 o'clock last night, which is a really stupid decision. I shouldn't have done it. But I did. So the brain is not doing things today. Hey, flying koi fish, what's up? Anything in the video, I can't hear a sound on the radio, in stereo, in my static gauge. Hey, it's a static gauge, plus it's how the West was won. Hey, it's a static gauge millennium. Hey JB, that is my favorite work friend. What is up, my man? Mel is still... Oh, let's see. Alright, let's do this. Yes, I know. Alright, is your mic working now? Frick, is my mic working now?
Yes, I can hear yours.
There you are! Yay!
I forgot. I have to reset my microphone every single time my thing updates.
That is really frustrating. Like, I'm glad that you know what the fix is because that makes it better. But that's some bullshit.
I know. Stupid Windows.
See, this is why those of us with Macs, this is why our lives are easier.
Come on.
I, for one, welcome our Apple overlords. Not really, seriously, guys. Be careful with your technology. Use private browsing windows. Don't save passwords. This has been your technology PSA from Rena, who is holding on to her sanity. Tomorrow is my last day ever with my student IT job. And I think I'm handling it remarkably well.
It wasn't that busy today, though, right?
Oh, yeah, no, super slow, which is frustrating. I actually really love helping the freshmen. Like, that is my favorite part. I look forward to that every single year. And COVID is screwing it all up. Koifish, I am doing some character designs for the AU because we've got a couple of scenes planned. I don't know if we'll get to them today because this is going to be kind of short. I am running on fumes, everyone. But yeah, I thought I'd... No, it's okay, it's okay. I know my limits. I'm gonna go to bed a little bit early tonight. I even have, like, an extra stuffed pepper that I can eat for breakfast in the morning. And I don't have to be in town until 8 tomorrow. Heck yeah.
Oh, until 8.
Yeah, so here's the thing. This morning, because I had to drop the car off for maintenance before I went to work, I got up at 6:30. I had to be in town at 7:30, which I found out later that I should have been in town at like 7 because I totally read a text and did not comprehend at all what I read. But it's fine. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's whatever.
You learn.
I live and learn. Live and learn.
Hanging on the edge of tomorrow.
Right? So yeah, I'm drawing Skylar. So for the uninitiated, mainly the people who know me IRL and thus have to deal with this actual train wreck in real life, this is very much me taking my ninjas and putting them into other shows that I like. Because I've got a pen and no one can stop me.
Potato Drawer Max needs to figure out what it
yeah, so this is fun. This is fun. I already put it all over, like, the labels and everything, so I'm going to tell you guys. I'm not going to make you guess. This is for Soul Eater AU. This is whenever we brought Skylar into the story. Skylar deserves to be buff. I was late.
You know it.
I was late today, and honestly, I didn't even realize I was late. I thought I was like 5 minutes late, not half an hour late, which is why I was able to blow it off so well.
So, girl, now that your IT is done, are you ever going to go back to your college?
Yeah, I mean, my friends are there for the most part, so I kind of have to. In all honesty, like, I actually really enjoyed doing the IT, and I enjoyed that part of college. And if they ever asked me, hey, would you show this kid around their DMA, I would jump on that chance, because I actually like doing that. You can't fire me the day before I do my last day. That's not fair. Besides, you and Boss Lady would be very, very sad.
Lady likes you?
Oh yeah, Boss Lady's the best.
It's just her full-timers that aren't?
Well, it's not fun. It is not. There's some parts of it that are not fun.
Like watching Splash?
That is more of Tom Hanks than I ever needed to see. I challenge each and every one of you to go and watch Splash on Disney Plus if you can. Simply because I cannot be expected to suffer alone. And Mel made me do it.
That said, even though I haven't seen Mulan, it is probably a better spent time than Mulan, and you don't have to pay $30 to see it.
Really? They're gonna pay to play on Mulan?
Oh, it's not even that. It's like, it's only gonna be available on Disney Plus.
And they're gonna pay to play?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, like, as long as you have Disney Plus, you get to keep the movie.
Okay, JB, you know exactly who I mean whenever I say full-timers. And you know that we be homies. Yeah, Splash is a Disney movie.
Touchstone, which is Disney disguised as an adult movie studio.
Right. This is Disney trying to make sure You don't ever think they grew past the age of 12. All right? And here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Mermaid movie.
It was a mermaid movie before The Little Mermaid came out. Is that right? Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a mermaid movie before The Little Mermaid came out. And here's the thing. It's a grown-up movie. It's a grown-up movie. While they never show anything, there's a whole naked person on screen for multiple parts of the movie. And don't get me wrong, I'm an artist. Clearly I know what the human body looks like. I have one. I think it's very nice. But I don't want to see other
CG hair to the exposed butt.
I'm just saying.
Because there's that disclaimer at the start of the movie. This has been altered for the audience.
Oh yeah, because God forbid we see a butt crack.
A woman's butt crack. That is the thing.
Really? A woman's butt crack is what we're bothered by whenever I'm having to watch Tom Hanks just hope his hands cover everything. I'm just saying!
For the last time, I'm not a fish. Can I have some clothes, please?
More of Tom Hanks. I want to be clear with y'all. Okay? Whenever I watched this movie, I was by myself in the technology department during the height of COVID quarantine for the university. You want to know what that means? It was me, myself, and I in a room full of laptops answering the phone, while also mindlessly watching this movie because, good lord, I needed something to fill the time. I'm very glad. Very glad that I was the only one in there because, again, more of Tom Hanks than I ever needed to see.
Because of the movie. Oh my god.
I'm just saying.
You see, I want a remake of Splash. You know, what other street name can we, turn into a normal, or what's considered by society a normal girl name?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, apparently that's a thing. Mel knows all the ins and outs of these movies that I have A, never watched, or B, watched once whenever I was 2. And apparently nobody was naming their kid Madison until this movie came out. Okay, let's be real, that is not the worst thing that people have watched at work, alright? I know for a fact some people probably would have watched Cats at work. And then where would we be?
For what exactly?
You cut out there, I didn't hear that.
Sorry. Cats is worse than Splash for what exactly? I mean, nothing's exposed. They're cats.
Mel? Mel, you look me in my eyes and you tell me that there's not something inherently inappropriate about the CGI of that movie. For one, it did not need to be a CGI movie. It could have been beautifully animated, it would have been gorgeous, and you could have put all the budget into smooth animation and beautiful music. You could have. It would have been amazing. Would have been way less unsettling than even the Broadway version, which, don't get me wrong, the Broadway version is a legend for a reason. However, it is still very unsettling to see people just unironically in very well-made furry makeup for the duration of that musical. I know for
all I'm saying. Well, okay, if you want to complain about the animation, complain to the director. It's not the VFX people's fault.
Oh no, I know for a fact it's not the VFX people's fault. They did what they were told to do with the time and ability that they had. And I salute you, VFX people, because I have no doubt it could have been very, very, very worse. That was not grammatically correct, but I'm brain.
It's the worst thing. The worst thing to me is that it could have been better. Because, you know what they did? You know what Tom Hooper did? He was like, I don't want my actors to be unencumbered while acting. So, no mocap suits. Which means all of the animation you see in that movie was done by hand.
Okay, you want to know why we use mocap suits? Here's the thing. I'm going to be upfront and honest with you people. I do not 3D animate, alright? I don't do the CGI. I don't do that. If I animate, it is 2D hand-drawn animation, okay? But, you want to know why we use mocap? Because it is so much simpler and streamlined and will overall get you a much pretty picture. All that uncanny valley stuff where you talk about where you're just like it looks a little too real, you want to know how you get that nowadays? Mocap.
I'm sorry I keep interrupting you. I just get excited. Keep going.
You're good. I'm just like, mocap. It is not a sin to use technology. Okay? It is not a sin to use the technology that we have available to us. In fact, I would argue that it's a little frustrating whenever we don't use the technology available to us and it ends up looking worse. And that was not the goal. If your goal is to get grainy film footage because that is the aesthetic you want for your film, hats off to you, my man. I am so glad you were dedicated to your craft. But if the only reason you're doing grainy film footage is because you want to stay, quote-unquote, true to the masters that you aspire, we're going to have a problem.
Film grain should be just like an aesthetic choice for if you're going for a period piece. I mean, that's just my take.
Exactly. If that is the aesthetic that you're going for, then by all means, go for that aesthetic. Kick butt. I'm so excited to see what you do with your aesthetic because art is art is art. But if you're just not going to use technology because technology's evil, well, sir, I'm from the IT department and you no longer have light bulbs.
Okay, I recommend the Cats soundtrack because the performances in the movie are actually, I think the soundtrack was actually pretty swell. Well, I listen to the Rum Tum Tugger all the time.
Well, and I commend them for getting actual, people who have backgrounds in music to do that. I've always said, and I think I've told you this too, that I'm a big fan of casting people who are from Broadway or have a musical background in some way to cast singing characters. I think that's a good call. Granted, I'm a little more biased towards Broadway because they have the addition of not just singing but also acting, which is something that you need to differentiate between because somebody can have a great singing voice but just not be great at acting. That is, both are skills that need to be built. But if you're going to have a musical, get people who are, musical is their goal. That's not to say that you can't just bring in people who haven't done musicals before. I'm just saying, if you're going to do musical, you need to prioritize singing ability over name brand. Does that make sense?
It does, but unfortunately for Universal Studios, it was we need named actors.
See, I don't get the point of that. All that means is that your movie's going to get real slammed whenever it sucks.
Because it was, believe it or not, people, I know it's a meme now, but Cats was an Oscar bait movie.
It 100% was an Oscar bait movie, which is why it baffles me that they cut so many corners.
To cut corners because they didn't have any time.
You want to know what my number one takeaway from my game programming class was? Which I know different entertainment, but still entertainment. You want to know what my number one takeaway was? Scope.
You
No.
did try to do a lot. I remember you describing everything you wanted to program, and I was just like,
And you know what? I fucking did most of it. Scope is so
I know
huge.
You did, and I was like shocked.
So scope is so huge whenever it comes to planning pretty much anything, but especially entertainment, because people will tear entertainment to shreds. So you need to be realistic with your time, you need to be realistic with your budget, and you need to be realistic with the people that you got. This very much turned into a me ranting about entertainment thing while trying to draw Skylar.
Fine, I'm joining you. This is fun. Because Cats was also one of those movies where nobody saw the completed film until like the press release movie.
Well, and I don't necessarily have like a problem with that on paper, but you do need to have some, like, you need to have some realistic, let's make sure that this is actually landing with people. Like, you do need to have some realistic testing done, because you can show stuff to people who are fellow artists, and you can be like, look at what I did, isn't this amazing? But if you don't show it to people who know nothing about art, you don't get that scathing remark of, okay, yeah, that's cool, but it's kind of boring to me. Because artists look at things differently. You need to have that external feedback of, hey, outside of the people who speak your language, this makes no sense.
There, Callie.
Listen, there's a reason that whenever I just go off about random stuff on Tumblr, I try to tag it as Rena Rants. I can talk for so long. Something's up with that eye. There we go.
About Skylar in this Soul Eater AU.
Oh yeah. What are we doing with Skylar? Whose place is she taking?
Well, I was taking inspiration from the one Death Scythe guy who never had a Meister.
Right,
Except
right.
she's not one of the Death Scythes. She's just a student who does not have a Meister.
Is she a student, or is she on the other side right now?
No, well, she's a student at the start.
Gotcha. You can
Yeah,
tell that I
trying to
remember
learn
details real well, everyone.
What?
So they can tell that I remember details real well.
Well, this is why I'm the lead writer.
Exactly. We gotta have Mel writing this stuff, or else Rena would forget everything. Yes, this is Soul Eater Skylar. I'm actually designing a character for once. I know we're all very shocked.
Oh, Skylar's whole deal is that she's one of the weapons, but she doesn't have a Meister partner yet. But she normally turns into a staff, but like her powers in the show, we were going to have it where she can turn into the other weapons. Any weapon.
Right, we went with a staff because staffs are actually pretty versatile weapons. And you can kind of extend that to a lot of things. You know, just search up pole arm on Google and you get 1,000,001 feedback, or 1,000,001 search results, because pole arm is a pretty broad term. Is that what's going on? Is her head just too big? No, I'm just not used to this proportion. Okay. Yeah, staff, super versatile, awesome, kick butt person. Yeah.
The black lines first for her face, and so it's sticking out more.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on too. Plus, again, the brain is just tired today, y'all. I did not think I was this tired, but then I laid down in the hour between like announcing this and actually getting on. And I tried to go to sleep at like 7:30 in the afternoon.
Need naps. I admit it. I was trying to take a nap at 6:30.
Here's the thing, I probably could have napped if, like, I lived closer to my job and put any amount of planning into my day. But I had to pick up the car, and that meant I was, like, pretty much 30 minutes later getting home than I would have been anyway. And your girl wanted to finish writing what she did. Oh yeah, JB, guess what? I finished writing that thing. Oh, somebody texted me. That would be my mail. Don't look at that.
But your what?
My email. Hold on. Hell yeah, I procrastinated on dinner. And now my dad be picking up Subway. Hell yes.
Nice.
Which, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting here being like, hell yeah, because Subway. I'm just sitting here, hell yeah, because I didn't have to make food.
Or, I mean, I'm not much of a sandwich girl, but I don't know, I thought it's like, yay, you're getting food.
Food's always a good choice, right?
Yeah. Was that loud?
No, it just kind of sounded like just a little bit of feedback for a minute, but nothing. What's the word?
No, I was looking at one of my books, and it's like a hardcover, so I was just like, stop.
Oh. Man, I need to check and see which Zelda books I have, because I was at Walmart the other day and they had the blue encyclopedia. Sorry, 1 second. I saw the blue encyclopedia for Zelda the other day at Walmart, and I almost got it because, frankly, they're only $20, and I have that extra cash right now, but I couldn't remember which ones I had at home. I only remember that I have the art book.
And when you checked at home, was it really just the art book, or did you?
Well, here's the thing. I believe I have two, but I can't remember what they are. And your girl's always doing things. So, like, I think to myself, it's okay, we'll check whenever we get home, and maybe we can make our way out to a Walmart again later in the week. And then I get home, and it's like, oh boy, time to draw. And I don't check. Really, I've been a very productive adult the past 2 days. I cleaned out the car and took it in for maintenance, and I did a job interview on Tuesday, which I guess turns that into the past 3 days. But you know what I mean. Today's only Wednesday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dear God, I'm so tired.
I'm enjoying this right now because it's like I haven't been to work in 2 days.
That sounds so nice. I don't...
It's been nice except for one problem.
Oh?
Sleep.
Okay, yeah, sleep's very important. Guys, you should so get so much sleep. If any of you aren't in college right now, and you're going to college soon, you want to know what should be your priority? Sleep. Sleep should be such a priority. Like, here's the thing. I watched my dad go through law school while he had 4 kids. So my idea of what college was completely skewed. I thought it was totally normal for somebody to be working that kind of intense job schedule plus regular school. Turns out that's not necessarily normal. At least not for the school that he and I went to. And we're just crazy people. That's what it is. It's genetics. It is built in.
I envy your work ethic so much.
Oh my God, don't. I'm so tired all the time.
Yeah, but you get stuff done.
Well, and here's the thing. I have a secret. You wanna hear what the secret is?
I mean, do you want to share it on a stream?
Anxiety. That's the secret. My brain is constantly on DEFCON 2, so I constantly feel the need to be doing things. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen somebody aggressively nap, but I did that once. I had scheduled my life out for the week, month, whatever, and it was a really crowded month. And I would have time, like exactly an hour and a half on like Tuesdays or something, where I had time to go home and take a nap. And I did, but like aggressively. Like, walk in the door, put my bag down, slam the door, and immediately flop onto the bed with like this glare at the pillow until I crashed out. Got up an hour later and went to work.
I'm clapping for you. Oh, speaking of Zelda, I know I'm just circling back because I don't know what else to add to what you just said. I'm sorry.
I'm rambling. Please circle back.
Hey, if any of you are manga fans, the Twilight Princess manga is highly recommended. I am enjoying it amazingly, and I haven't even played the video game.
I, however, have played the video game, and it has been amazing watching her see all the plot twists that come with the game. Like, Twilight Princess is my favorite Zelda, right? So I love this game, and she doesn't know the story. So it has been...
I just heard from people it was an Ocarina of Time remake, and I was like, oh, okay.
It's not a remake, though. I don't know who told you it was a remake. They lied to your face.
I mean, like, remake in air quotes, like a lot of the same plot points.
Well, it's a direct, not a direct sequel, but it's a sequel. It's gonna have some similar plot points. So, like, whoever told you it was a remake,
have similar plot points.
Whoever told you it was a remake, I want to have words.
Majora's Mask was not a carbon copy, though. I know the plot of that game.
Honestly, I would love to play Majora's Mask.
Do you have a 3DS?
See, that's my problem. No, I do not. Although, I might get one soon because, frankly, it's been... I don't know if it still is. But at one point, it was fairly easy to get a copy of Majora's Mask for the 3DS. And Dad wants to do a Pokemon playthrough. So, I don't know how far back he's going. I don't know if he has multiple Game Boys. But knowing Dad, he does intend to do a full playthrough. And I still am his main Pokemon assistant. So that means I would be doing the Pokemon playthrough with whichever side of the game that he decided he didn't want to play. Because that's my job.
Does he have, like, so you said you don't know if he's going to go back to Game Boy. Does that mean he doesn't have, like, a set generation he's going after?
Well, that's the thing. He does have a Game Boy, and I know he at least has back to Sapphire, because I got him that for Father's Day a few years ago. I just don't know what his plan is, because we talked about it for all of 2 minutes while we were out playing Pokemon Go the other day, and then didn't talk about it again. It's one of those things.
And you can totally, like, sway him and do Diamond or Pearl.
Oh, Diamond and Pearl are definitely on the list. Those are going to be super easy because they're DS games.
Who's to me?
But, yeah, no, Diamond and Pearl might actually be the first gens that I ever played. Either that or possibly Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Diamond and Pearl all the way. Although my brother did have a copy of Soul Silver and lost it and blames the youngest brother for it.
See,
so,
my first gen that
really
I
wanted to play Soul Silver again really badly.
Aw. My first gen that I ever played was Platinum, or was Diamond and Pearl or Heart Gold Soul Silver. I don't remember exactly right now, but honestly, the game that like I played through and thoroughly enjoyed was Black. I played Black during high school, and that was whenever all my friends were playing Pokemon too. So it was just super fun times, and 100% some of the best memories I have is just screwing around on the tennis bus, all trading Pokemon and playing Pokemon. It was the best.
Most of my time on the DS was stuck with three games. 3 games and only 3 games. Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga.
God bless.
You know, back when it was 6 movies. New Super Mario Bros., which was amazing. And then finally Mario Kart.
See, Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart 8 are both competitive sports in my house. And so...
Oh my god, I tried playing Mario Kart Wii again for the first time in years, like a year ago, and I used to be the master of Rainbow Road on the Wii, and I was just falling off the side. All the time. I was just like, how was I ever good at this?
I never did any Pokemon challenges like Nuzlocke. Dad has. Dad's done like IV and EV training, and I tried to do IV training. I just didn't have the patience for it. But we are so competitive about Mario Kart at my house that my friend, who is my same age, her birthday's literally a month before mine, and she has almost as many siblings as I do. She came over one day, like a year ago, and we just sat and played Mario Kart in my living room, right? And it's one thing for me to beat her, you know? I play more video games than she does, that type of thing. It was expected. But however, whenever my 6-year-old brother beat her, and not by a small margin, that was hilarious.
And your brother beat her, and it was by like not a small margin?
Yeah, my 6-year-old, Grant, he's 6-year-old now. He was like not yet 5. He was 4.5 when he beat her.
And he came. Oh, that's perfection right there.
Which is how you know that we are serious about his education.
His education for all the necessary things. Right?
Right. So, like, he knows a lot of Pokemon, and every time Dad would go to judge a tournament, which of course has stopped temporarily with COVID, anytime Dad would go to judge a tournament, he would bring him back a plushie. So Luke, baby brother, knows to ask, Dad, can you bring me back? Yes. Yes, he did. Can you bring me back right now he wants a Primeape because he has a Mankey. But he will ask for specific Pokemon because he knows what he wants. About a year ago, the little bastard asked for a Kadabra, which, fun fact, Kadabra are notoriously hard to find because of a copyright battle on the phrase abracadabra.
No!
Yes.
Who said they had the thing?
I don't remember all the details. Dad has probably told me like 18 times. But there is, or was, a copyright battle on the phrase abracadabra. So, Kadabra Pokemon in particular are hard to find in merch. Because you can find Abra. Those are easy. You can find Alakazams. Those are easy. You cannot find Kadabras because they complete the phrase.
That's
Are you awake there?
Yeah, I am. This is why, so your whole thing where your dad can't judge tournaments anymore, this is why you need dual links. Props to anybody who knows how to play Yu-Gi-Oh!
Well, and here's the thing. Pokemon TCGO is a thing. And my dad and my brothers both play it on a fairly regular basis. In fact, the boys use it to prepare for tournaments. But there's no judging there. And the whole like fun part about judging isn't just, oh, I get to show up and I get to do some Pokemon. It's also I get to show up and do some Pokemon and get judge merch. There is judge specific merch and the stuff sells for a good amount online. Dad does kind of balance out his stuff by selling judge merch that he doesn't like. And that's usually how they compensate the judges, is by giving them specific merch. Because Dad used to travel all over the place. I think he went as far as Milwaukee. He was supposed to go to Milwaukee. That's what happened. Because he went to Nashville last year for Nationals, maybe? It was a big one. I want to say it was Nationals because Pokemon Go did an event where they put out Unknown that spelled out Nashville for it. So my dad has a bunch of Unknown that not a lot of other people have because he was in Nashville for that event. He used to travel all over the place for it, but then COVID, they had to straight up cancel the Milwaukee tournament.
Sucks. Was he excited to go to Milwaukee?
Oh, he's always excited to go. It's his favorite thing to do, and that's very much his like hobby. The same way that I am about the drawing and the ninjas, Pokemon is his hobby. But it sucked. But you have to remember, this is the same house that Mom's been making hundreds of masks since March, and I really hope that this has not been the grainy stuff that y'all have been dealing with the whole time. If so, I am very sorry about that. But I think I am going to go ahead and call it a night. I think my dad just got back with food. Thank y'all for being on here. This has been so much fun. Mel, you want to say bye to the people?
It was nice chatting.
And I will see y'all next time, hopefully with graduation being this Saturday and IT finishing up literally tomorrow. I will get to do this a lot more often. I know I've said that a lot these past couple of months. Life has been a roller coaster. I will figure out a time to readily, steadily do this. But for now, good night.
So you're just gonna go eat dinner?
Yeah, pretty much.